Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Versatility Podcast. Welcome back, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday night, and I'm here to talk about sports. Obviously, this is going to be a sports only podcast episode. I will be probably doing another episode. I'll definitely be doing another episode Thursday. Absolutely. And maybe I'll do another one on Wednesday just to kind of be ahead on time. I think music episode will be coming out Wednesday, and then Thursday I'll be talking about the NFL season pretty much throughout the most of the episode because the first Thursday night football game, the first regular season football game begins this Thursday, and I cannot fucking wait. Ravens Chiefs at Arrowhead is going to be exciting to watch. You know, I'm all in for it. I'm fucking excited. I am hella excited. So can't wait to get through the NFL season coming up very, very shortly. But we got college football, we got baseball still going on, we got the WNBA back in action since the Olympic break. We have MLS, we have the Little League World Series that already wrapped up, the Leagues Cup World Tournament thing, the U.S. Open is currently going. So all sports we're going to be talking about. So let's just start off first with standings. We're just going to be doing standings in the meantime, just to start things off. So let me go to fucking ESPN here, and just start things off here. So I guess we could start off first with MLS. Let's just start off. You know, I usually start off with baseball news, but let's just go straight to soccer, ladies and gentlemen. So we go to MLS real quick. What is this? My computer is okay. Never mind. Thought it was glitching for a second. All right, let me look at the standings real quick. So, table. Where's the tables? There we go. MLS. So, looking at the MLS table at the moment, in the Eastern Conference right now, Inter Miami is still number one. They're at 18 wins, 5 draws, 4 losses. They played 27 games. They've scored 62 goals, allowed 40 of them, 59 points, and they have an 8-point lead over the second place team in Cincinnati with 51 points, Columbus at 3, the New York Red Bulls at 4, NYFC at 5, Charlotte at 6, Orlando at 7, Toronto at 8, Atlanta at 9, Philly's at 10. I thought Philly were going to be a much improved better team, but they've been disappointing. They're not even at 500 yet here. They're 7 wins, 9 draws, and 11 losses. So they need to figure things out. They want to get back into the playoff picture here. And but yeah, Inter Miami, they haven't had Messi in a couple months. Obviously, he's still recovering from injury, but they seem to be winning. They're winning games without Messi. Luis Suarez has been putting this team on his back. Shout out to him, and a couple other players. I've only seen one Inter Miami game in like the last couple months because again, football season just started. I'm watching baseball pretty much almost every fucking day. So not watching much Inter Miami games as maybe as I expected, and also because it's a little tough because I'm still recovering from the whole Colombia disaster in July at the Copa America. And now in the Western Conference, we got the LA Galaxy at number 1, and we got LAFC at number 2. And then they're basically tied with third in points with Real Salt Lake, Colorado at 4, Vancouver at 5, Portland at 6, Houston at 7, and then Seattle's at 8. And so we got Minnesota, Austin, Dallas, Sporting Kansas City. Then we got the San Jose Earthquakes still, dog water, 5, 2, and 20. Yeah. Is there like a where are like the stats? Like who has scored the most goals in is like they just give me the standings, but can they give me like some stats here? Do they have like actually let me just look it up here. Who's like the leading scorer? I'm kind of curious. Who's the leading scorer in the there we go, stats. So right now, leading in goals, we got Christian Benteke. We have from DC United, and he's also tied with another Christian, Arango, with 17 goals. And then we got Dennis Baunaga and Luis Suarez tied for second. Right now, obviously, or tied for third, excuse me, with 16 goals on their own. And then Daniel Gazdan and Patar Musa tied for fifth with 14 goals. Acosta with 15 assists. Vander with 13, Rusnak at 10, Espinoza at 10, and Lod at 10. Yellow cards, interesting. Christian Durkic and Thomas Aviles from Inter Miami lead it the pack with 10 yellow cards. And then the most red cards is Bernardeschi and also Rosales, Aviles, and Niales. So these are the bad boys here. Getting red cards. Interesting. I didn't know that they actually like tally red cards and shit. Gusang, bro, isn't this dude the goalie? Isn't he like the goalie or something for Atlanta? Yeah, damn, bro, 2 red cards. What the fuck is he doing, man? Well, anyways, those are the that's where we're at right now. Yesterday there was a game. St. Louis beat LA. Oh wow, St. Louis, aren't they dog shit? Weren't they like at the bottom of the standings? Upset alert. Yeah, they're literally 13th and they beat the number 1 team in the West, LA Galaxy. Big upset yesterday with St. Louis taking down LA Galaxy. We got more games on Saturday. Inter Miami don't play next week. They play the following week against Philadelphia. You know what? I might watch this game. It's at 7:30. I don't think Messi will be back yet. I think he'll probably be back in October, maybe November, hopefully for the playoffs. But I think for one more month we could do it without Messi. But we got to keep winning games because obviously it's not looking. It's nothing. Nothing is guaranteed. So we can obviously slow down at any moment. So we just got to make sure we stay on pace. Anyways, that is enough MLS news. Let's move on to MLB. Let's go back to the standings. So of course, right now in the American League East, we got the Yankees still at number 1. But again, man, this is a tough division. And I thought it was going to be a lot tougher this year, but there have been 2 teams that definitely has disappointed, and obviously the Blue Jays and the Rays. They're obviously very small chance they could really fight for a wild card spot in a tough American League, especially since the whole AL Central, besides the White Sox, obviously, are basically in the wild card. Like the fact that it's insane how the 4th team in the Central, which is the Detroit Tigers, are 1 game above 500, and then there's another team that just happens to be almost 40 games below. They're 48.5 games behind the Guardians yeah, we know that the White Sox are an all-time bad. Look at this record, 31 and 108. They're on an 11-game losing streak. For like the 5th time again this season, probably. And dude, it's not looking great. And next year, what the fuck do we expect for Chicago next year? Don't know. But anyways, back to the AL East. We got the Yankees, still haven't gotten their 80th win, but right now they are playing. So we'll see if they get their 80th win tonight against the Rangers. I believe they're playing. And yeah. But the Orioles right there, they got 80 and 59, obviously with one more win, but one more loss, obviously adding in, putting them in second. The Red Sox at 70 and 68, they're looking decent right now, definitely fighting for a wild card spot. The Rays and the Blue Jays, not even at the 500, percentage at the moment, but I guess, still kind of fighting. But one more month, there's not much time left. I'm actually watching the Rays game right now. They're playing against the Twins. They're down, by the way. So, yeah, that could be 70 losses in the column right now. And then in the AL Central, the Guardians taking full control of the division. But the Twins are looking really good. The Royals are looking really good. The Tigers are just kind of there, lingering around, but doing way better than what Chicago is doing right now here with the White Sox. So the Guardians right now taking full control of that division, still trying to get their 80th win. In the AL West, the Astros are back. They're back to running this damn division. They were in 2nd and 3rd, and even at worst 4th place in the division at one point. But here they are. Obviously, they're now 5.5 games ahead of the Mariners, who are in 2nd place, and they're trying to get their 70th win of the season, as they're 69 and 68, and they're 2nd place in the division. So they're still fighting there. The Rangers, again, below 500, and not looking good for their percentages. I mean, right now they're at a 0.3% chance of winning the division, or not the division, to making the playoffs, I believe, if that's what the percentages are for exactly. And the A's and the Angels, they're out the mix. They're not a playoff team. We know that. No surprise there. National League. Let's start off with the Eastern. division. So we got the Phillies at 81-56, looking good. We're looking like we're going to close into this division, but we cannot let the Braves get hot. The Braves, I mean, we just won the series 3-1 against the Braves last series, so that was a big series for us to kind of keep our distance apart from Atlanta. But who knows, man? Atlanta, I know they're not fully healthy, but they're still a dangerous team at the moment in the National League. I mean, to be honest with you, maybe they're. I mean, even with Acuna Jr. having an MVP year, and they still didn't do much in the playoffs last year, and that's because Philly was in their way. So without Acuna, without a bunch of other guys and their starting pitchers, I mean, the rotation is just a bunch of new guys and stuff like that, and Chris Sale and Max Fried, who also, I mean, that's insane that those are two pitchers that also get constantly hurt and they're just riddled with injuries, but they've actually maintained to stay healthy most of the season. So that's been really good for both of them. But still, they're in the mix of things. The Mets, I hate to say it, but they're looking decent right now too. And the Nationals, yeah, think of next year, maybe it'll be better. And the Marlins, you're not winning a World Series until I at least turn 57 years old. And the NL Central, we go to the Milwaukee Brewers. They're 81-57, looking very good. They're a dangerous team coming out of the National League. They can give Philadelphia a run for their money. Looking like a run for their money for Philly is going to be dangerous. That rotation is nice. The bullpen is good. And the offense is explosive. So they're looking like a very complete team out there. The Cubs are actually in second. I thought they were in third, but keep forgetting that the Cardinals are still just a very mediocre team. I mean, they have the most perfect record of all time at 69-69. That is just super nice, like really fucking nice. But again, playoffs just not even, just by hanging on a needle. Same with the Reds and same with the Pirates. Yeah, 66-30, 66-73, 63-73. Not looking promising. Sorry, post games next year. Hopefully this Pirates team will improve, but postseason not gonna happen this year in your rookie year. But you got the All-Star, and you might win Rookie of the Year. And you might be at least, top 5 in voting for Cy Young, maybe, most likely, in the National League. So who knows? A lot for Paul Schemes to get this year, but a playoff spot, very unlikely. And then we got the NL West to end things off here in the standings. Obviously, the Dodgers still on number 1, 83-55. It's the damn LA Dodgers. We know. And then the Padres looking really, really good, 79-61. They're not too far out from LA. And the Arizona Diamondbacks, they've woken up since the All-Star break. They've probably been one of the better teams. The Padres, the Diamondbacks, and I think the Mets have been the best teams coming out of the All-Star break since mid-July. So it's obviously been a month and a half already, and yeah, they've looked amazing in the second half of the season, and they've turned around. They were below 500 entering the All-Star break, I believe. Maybe not by many games, but still looking a little sluggish and kind of, looking like they were just hung over from that World Series appearance last year. But they're in the nick of things right now. And then the Giants, yeah, they're still lingering for a playoff spot, but it's all right. Whatever, man. The Padres and the Diamondbacks are just better. The Dodgers are way better. The Giants, they're just fighting for luck now. They're not even at 500 at this point. And the Rockies are, well, the Rockies. And that's that for the standings. Now let's look at some stats. Let's look at some leaders. It is September 2nd, so we got to catch up on this. I haven't seen them in a while. Bobby Witt Jr. is leading the league in batting average, hitting at a 338. Of course, we got Aaron Judge at a 327, still hitting at an elite average. Of course, it's fucking Aaron Judge. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hitting 324 at number 3. Yordan Alvarez hitting at 313, and Luis Arias hitting at a 310. And then with pitching leaders, we got wins with Tarek Skubal leading the pack with 16 wins. He is most likely, and maybe I could even put money on it right now, he is going to win the American League Cy Young. Man has been fantastic. So Tarek Skubal, lock in for AL Cy Young this year. A potential NL Cy Young candidate, definitely Chris Sale with 15 wins, Seth Lugo with 14 wins, Jose Barrios at 14 wins. That's shocking. And Carlos Rodon at 14 wins. Did not know that either. Interesting. Obviously, home runs, we got Aaron Judge at 51. He hasn't hit a home run in like a week, but he will hit one this week. I feel like at some point he's been a little quiet this last week, but after hitting home run number 50 and 51, and on pace to hit 60 home runs. I don't know if he's gonna get 62 or 63 like he did a couple years ago, and he became the AL home run leader and broke the record. But I think 60 is definitely reachable. He has 1 month left exactly. Well, like 20 something, 27, 26 games left. So I think it's possible, but it's going to be tough. And Shohei Ohtani trying to make more history as he has 44 home runs and 46 stolen bases. Yes, today he had 3 stolen bases. He stole 3 baggies today, his 44th, his 45th, and his 46th. So this dude is going to get 50-50. He hit 40-40 a couple weeks ago, and now he's on pace to get a 50-50 season. I mean, Shohei Ohtani is just so fucking good, man. That's all I could say, man. He is just, you can't miss. You can't miss this man. When he is at bat, you there's nothing better else to do. Watch the at bat. You gotta watch it. You gotta finish what he started. He's just phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal to watch Shohei Ohtani play. It's greatness. It truly is greatness. Can't even lie to you. Anthony Santander, 39 home runs. Obviously, the second home run leader in the American League after Aaron Judge, and then we got Marcell Ozuna at 37. We got Juan Soto with 37 as well, tied with Osuna. And then ERA, we got Tarek Skubal, of course, 2.51 ERA. Chris Sale at a 2.58. Zach Wheeler at a 2.63. Hunter Green at a 2.83. And Jack Flaherty at a 3.01 ERA. With RBIs, we got Aaron Judge again, 123. Jose Ramirez at 105. Josh Naylor at 100 RBIs. Willy Adames put up 99 RBIs, with Marcell Ozuna putting in 98 RBIs as well. In saves, Ryan Hesley with 42, Emmanuel Clase with 41, Kyle Finnegan with 34, Robert Suarez at 31, and Clay Holmes at 29 saves. In hits, we got Bobby Witt Jr. with 187, Luis Arraez 171, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at 170, Jared Duran at 167, and Jose Altuve at 161. In strikeouts, Dylan Cease and Tariq Skubal are tied with 201. And then tied for third as well as Chris Sale and Cole Reagans at 197. And then the only good White Sox player this season, Garrett Crochet at 188 strikeouts. And stolen bases, no surprise, it's Elly De La Cruz. 61 stolen bases, on pace for like 67, 68. If this man can get 70 stolen bases, who do you fucking think you are, Ricky Henderson? Holy shit. Imagine. Of course, Shohei Ohtani, again, also pulling in almost damn near 50 stolen bags with 46. Bryce Turang at 40. Jose Caballero at 37. We got Jose Ramirez at 34. And then quality starts, we got Zach Wheeler and Logan Gilbert with both 21 quality starts. And again, as well with Tariq Skubal with 20. And then Seth Lugo and Corbin Burns tied for fourth with 19 quality starts. So that is that for MLB standings and the current stat leaders. So that is that for baseball. Obviously, we got 1 more month of the season. I'm trying to put on the game, but it keeps freezing. So let me just check on that real quick. Let me put the A's game real quick because that's going on. The A's and Mariners game. Oh, well, that game just ended because as soon as I clicked it, it's a walk-off. It is a walk-off home run by Shea Langoliers. Wow. Live reaction to a walk-off home run by Shea Langoliers. Bangoliers. Yup. Wow. Damn. And the A's beat the Mariners 5-4. Well, didn't gonna have to change the game for that one. Yep, Pirates Cubs. We're gonna put that one next. It doesn't even say it here. ESPN hasn't even updated. You'll see it in a second. But we're gonna go transition to WNBA. So where the fuck is that? Here it is. Yeah, where the fuck is it? Okay, so let's look at the standings real quick. There we go. There we fucking go. All right. So here we go. We got the WNBA standings pulled up over here. So as you can see, the New York Liberty is at with the best record in the league, of course. The playoffs are starting soon, as we see 5 teams have already clinched for the postseason. So the playoffs start next month, or well, I'll look it up in a second, but they do start very, very soon. With obviously the New York Liberty 27-6, the Connecticut Sun at 24-8, the Minnesota Lynx at 24-9, the Vegas Aces at 20-12, the Seattle Storm at 19-13, the Indiana Fever pushing themselves 17-16. They're looking for a playoff spot here. They're fighting for it. The Phoenix Mercury at 16-17. And then we got the Chicago Sky, who are 10 games below 500, but they're still in the mix of things for the postseason, especially also being tied with the Atlanta Dream, 11-20-1. The crazy thing is that eighth place, and from the Chicago Sky, like literally the bottom 5 teams in the WNBA still technically have a decent chance at getting that 8th and final spot for the playoffs, because the Chicago Sky aren't doing bad themselves. Recently, they have not been. They've been not doing well. They've been losing games, as they're in a 6-game losing streak. But they started off pretty strong. They've had some good moments, and then they've had some bad stretches. And yeah, I mean, this team is still not very, very good. I mean, Angel Reese is still up there for obviously Rookie of the Year. But I think right now it's like, she's pulling in as many doubles as there is. She's getting fucking like 15, 16, 18. I think the other night had 19 rebounds and like 12 points, but still can't get a W. It's just not enough. Kennedy Carter's a dog, but also ain't doing enough. It's just not working. The defense, I don't know where the hell the defense is at, but it looks like they just can't get the job done. Atlanta Dream also just mid. The Mystics, that's just not good. The Wings are just not great. And the Sparks, obviously, they not looking phenomenal. Anyways, let's look at the stats here, because I haven't even checked the stats much this year. So, of course, offensive leaders in points. A'ja Wilson, obviously, no surprise there, is averaging 27-5 a game. Arike Ogundumwale from the Dallas Wings is averaging 22.7. Kalia Cooper is averaging 22.1. Jewel Lloyd is averaging 20.6. And Brenda Stewart is averaging 20.5 points per game. In the rebounds department, we got, oh my goodness, Angel Reese at 13.1. A'ja Wilson at 12.0. Jerika Hamby at 9.8. Tied with Nafisha Collier, 9.8. And then Jonquel Jones at 9.4. Then with assists, obviously it has to be Caitlin Clark at 8.4 assists. Alyssa Thomas at 7.6. Natasha Cloud at 6.8. Skylar Diggins-Smith at 6.5. Sabrina Ionescu at 5.9 assists per game. In the blocks department is A'ja Wilson once again, 2.7. Ezzy McBeggar, 2.2. Alana Smith, 1.7. Brittany Griner, 1.6. And then Aaliyah Boston, 1.4. In total three-pointers, or not total three-pointers made, averaging 3.1 per game. Caitlin Clark averaging 3.0. Averaging Sabrina Ionescu with 2.9. McBride and Kelsey Plum averaging 2.8. And then with steals, Arika Buduale is also averaging 2.4 steals. Nika Ogwumike, averaging 2.0. I'm sorry. Nafisha Collier, 1.9. A'ja Wilson, 1.9. And then Breanna Stewart at 1.8. So that's what they're averaging right now. That's the standings right now. So let's just move on to the next part of the episode, because we're still missing some shit here. All right. And, let's talk about the Little League World Series. Get that out the way here. I still have the page here. Okay, so we're just gonna go to the bracket here and kind of look like what happened here. What did the bracket look like? Who won this and that? Blah 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 blah. So these were all the teams. The international bracket. and then of course the U.S. bracket. So as you could see here, um, they don't show me the. They just tell me like the conference, like the regions, but it doesn't tell me like the exact team. All right. Well, spoiler alert: the Southwest versus the Southeast team. That was the U.S. Championship game. It was Florida versus Texas. So the Southwest team was Texas, and then the Southeast team was Florida. In the international championship game, it was Asia Pacific, which was Chinese Taipei, and then Latin America, it was Venezuela. Eventually, as you can see, Chinese Taipei moves on to the Little League World Series championship game, and then Florida, they defeat Texas, and so they move on. So it's Florida versus Chinese Taipei in the championship game. Shout out to Venezuela winning the third place game, 4-3 over Texas. But then Florida. Florida wins the Little League World Series championship game, defeating Asia Pacific in Chinese Taipei 2-1 in a classic. I guess I would say this went to extra innings. It went to, I think, the eighth inning, and unfortunately, the game ended with an error by the pitcher because the first base, the hitter, one of the Florida hitters, hit a little chopper, not even a chopper, just a short contact swing, straight, to the foul line, to heading to first base. And the first baseman was trying to get the ball, obviously trying to make a play, get the ball, go back to first and get the out. But the pitcher took the ball from him, or he got there in time before the first baseman, and he just threw it with nobody at first base. And unfortunately, obviously, the ball went into the outfield. And then they had a guy on second base who was able to grunt to third as the runner was advancing to first. And then eventually he saw that, oh, wait, the ball's in the outfield. No one's going to get it. I'm running home. And they walk it off. Florida wins the 2024 Baseball Little League World Series championship game. So congratulations to Florida. This is the first time they've ever won a not yet, a Little League World Series tournament, as it has been a big surprise because obviously usually Chinese Taipei, Japan, Hawaii, those are the teams that always they're very consistent and they always be winning these damn tournaments. But Florida, it's nice to see that they were able to get the job done. They were able to win the World Series. So shout out to Florida, the yellow Southeast team to root for. Oops, not Stream East. Not me watching some illegal streams. Oh no, I was caught in 4 fucking K, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Oh no, what would I do without that? Anyways, let me just go to a couple of things. Okay, we're done with the Little League World Series. Oh, the Leagues Cup. So I guess we can start talking about soccer. The Leagues Cup. I don't even remember who won it already. I forgot who won it. But anyways, let me see. We're just still recording here. Yep, 28 minutes. Okay. Okay, so this is the total bracket here. So this was the round of 32. Blah 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 blah. Miami lost in the which round? In the second round, the round of 16, to the Columbus Crew, and well, eventually Columbus was the team to win it all. Yes, so the Columbus Crew, they defeat LAFC in the Leagues Cup 2024 tournament. So as you remember, as of last year, Messi's first game was was the first game of the tournament, of the Leagues Cup tournament last year. That's where he made his Inter Miami debut against that Mexican team. I forgot, Cruz Azul, I think that's what they're called. When he hit the game-winning free kick. That was the same. This is the same tournament that he made his debut in last year, and Inter Miami, they won that tournament last year. Obviously, without Messi this year, they did not win the tournament this year. But hey, they have bigger hopes this year. They have a chance to win the MLS Cup in December, so bigger priorities there for Inter Miami. This is just whatever. This is like, I don't even know what the tournament is for exactly. This is obviously like qualification to another tournament. I think it's for like the Champions League, like the CONCACAF Champions League or something like that. So Columbus and LAFC and even Colorado and Philly, who were semifinalists, they also qualify automatically. The top 4 teams qualify to the other bigger tournament that they were able to play in. But that was the results. So yeah, shout out to Columbus Crew. They won it all. I think they even won the MLS Cup last year, I believe. So they won the cup last year, and now they won the Leagues Cup this year. So let's say, we won the Leagues Cup last year, we'll win the MLS Cup this year. So we'll see if it's just vice versa here. We're just taking turns here. Um, and that is that. Now let's talk about the preseason. So we're gonna talk about NFL preseason, and then let's talk about college football, y'all. Um, okay, so but before we can get to college football, there's a couple of other things to talk about here. Let's just get these over with pretty much. So as I already mentioned, Shohei Ohtani, he hit 40 home runs. Obviously, as he racks up 3 steals to get to 46 bases, stolen bases this season. So obviously he's on his way to a 50-50 season, 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases. So of course, obviously, y'all know he already surpassed the 40-40 club. So no news for that, as we already know that. Ceedee Lamb, one of the elite wide receivers in the NFL, finally got paid, and he got his bag. He got his contract extension couple days ago, or actually, what the fuck was that spelling? Anyways, 4 years, $136 million extension with Dallas. It took Jerry Jones and the fucking whole front office like 7 years to fucking think about signing their best player, but they eventually did it. CeeDee Lamb is going to be a Dallas Cowboy for a little while now, and I mean, he's going to continue to be one of the elite wide receivers in the league. Super excited to see him perform. I mean, I know the Cowboys are not my favorite team and definitely won't be rooting for them much this season, but I could only strive greatness for CeeDee Lamb, as he's obviously the top 2, top 3 wide receiver in the NFL. And nice to see a man finally get the money that he is worthy of. So, yeah. Okay, so back to baseball. But WBC baseball, we're going to talk about the schedule, the 2026 schedule, because they already released the group stage for the next World Baseball Classic. So, oh wait, this is not this is just the sites they announced. Where's the groups? The groups are here. Okay, so the dates and the groups, they've officially announced it. Can y'all show me the damn thing? Can y'all show me the damn thing? Do I have to go on fucking Wikipedia? All right, fine, whatever. Wikipedia. So obviously, for the Pool A tournaments, or the Pool A region of the Pool A, the first group, it's going to be in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's going to be in Houston for the Pool B, and quarterfinals for Pool C. It's going to be in Tokyo, and then of course the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the championship is going to be here in Miami. So hopefully in 2 years from now, I get to see this championship game, because I did have a chance to go last year to see the U.S. and Japan, Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout, but I got to see it on on TV, and it was, I guess, just as fun to be watching it at home. But I know it was electric to see it live, obviously here in Miami. But maybe next year or 2 years from now, that should be very exciting to watch. So pretty much, but like, I need to know the groups, literally the groups. Show me the fucking groups. Like that's what I'm trying to, like, show me the damn groups. So pool. Literally. Thank you. Finally. There's teams. I mean, obviously there's certain teams that they haven't they're still qualifying. There we go. Jesus Christ. Was it that fucking hard? Damn. Anyway, so in Pool A, we have Puerto Rico, Cuba, can't let me put it bigger so y'all can see it. We got Puerto Rico, Cuba, Canada, and Panama, and then obviously a qualifier to make it to Pool A. And then for Pool B, we got the U.S., Mexico, Italy, Great Britain, waiting on another qualifying team. In Pool C, we got Japan, Australia, Korea, Czech Republic, another qualifying team. And then Pool D, we got Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Netherlands, Israel, and another qualifying team. So again, the usuals. We expect the U.S., we expect Mexico, we expect Venezuela, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Japan, Australia, Korea. So we expect all those teams. No surprise. Hopefully, Colombia is one of the first four teams to qualify. So hopefully, Colombia can make it back in the tournament. Whether it's in whatever pool that we ended up getting into, but we'll see. So the championship game is going to be March 17th, 2026. So it's going to be a little less than 2 years. A little less than 2 years. I thought it was going to be in 2027 because usually it's every 4 years, but now last tournament was last year. They're going to do it now just a year earlier than expected. So interesting stuff. Y'all know who I'm rooting for. Obviously, let's fucking go, US. Let's see if we can win it this time because we did lose to Japan, but fair enough. It's fucking Team Japan. We're the best team. So it just needed to happen. It just needed to happen there. So that was that for for the World Baseball Classic news. Anyways, let's go to boxing real quick. Let's talk about this Mayweather fight. Let's talk about this Mayweather versus Floyd Mayweather versus John Gotti. Let me put actually a picture up, not the ESPN article. So this was the fight. Not a lot to talk about here. This is obviously just an exhibition fight, obviously, as Mayweather has been doing these last 5 years, just doing exhibition fights for money purposes, just to get the fans involved, put some money in his fucking pocket because apparently he is a broke man right now. I'm not just to believe that, but he has lost a lot of money apparently. A lot of people speculating he is not as rich as maybe he may seem. But either way, whatever you think, he's ended. Obviously, Mayweather dominated this fight. He absolutely dominated this fight. He wasn't declared the actual winner because, again, it's an exhibition. There are no true winners. But he dominated John Gotti. He was toying him around. He was just a little fidget spinner. He was just a little spinning top for him. He was just a light sandwich that he eats right before practice and formation. So John Gotti was just a little bit of cheese for Floyd Mayweather. And despite it being a cheese fight and just very, very boring of a fight because again, not much action going on here. The most action that we got to see on this fight, a referee got kicked out in the fight. So literally, like to start the fight, I believe it was in round 1 or round 2. A referee Mayweather just got frustrated at the ref and he just literally kicked him out. he just kicked him out of the fight. And so this was the referee that he just got fired in the middle of a round, and then they had to give in and replace another referee. Yeah, I've never seen that ever in my life. A referee getting literally fired and getting kicked out of the ring. I mean, that's just that's wild. And this fight was in Mexico. I saw that Anthony Davis was there in attendance. This was such a boring ass fight. Just being real here. Glad I could see these fights for free because ain't no way I was ever gonna. If I had the choice to pay for this fight, I wouldn't even have bothered anyway. And even to stay up late, Saturday night, midnight, it was almost 1 in the morning and this fight was still going on, like, damn, like, oh, hell no. So this fight was just a fucking snooze fest, to be honest with you, but we move on. Let's talk about this random flag football dude. I don't even know his name. I will know his name once I Mahomes comments, whatever the fuck he said. Kuma, I cannot type. Okay, so just to catch up on this, flag football is going to be a sport in the Olympics in 2028. So if you don't know that, now you know. And yeah, it's going to be flag football, not regular NFL, college, CFL. It's regular football. It's flag football, excuse me. It's not going to be typical tackling the fuck out of somebody football. So this flag football quarterback from the U.S. Let me find his name first. The dude looks like Colin Kaepernick. Yes, Darnell Doucette. He plays for the American Flag Football League U.S. Open tournament. Oh, this was him in 2018 throwing a pass or whatever. Maybe it was picked off. Who knows? Playing, he led the league. He led his own team to the 2022 World Championship, and he thinks that NFL players need to earn their spot in the 2028 U.S. Olympic team. And that was not the only thing he said, as you can see in the headline here. This flag football quarterback says he is better than Patrick Mahomes and is a best fit for LA Olympics in 2028. Just to clarify, he never played college football, so obviously he never played in the NFL. But he is, wait a minute, he is 35 years old? This dude is 35 years. I'm not gonna lie, I did not think he was 35. This dude looks like he's 29, 30. But 35 years old, is the fact that Mahomes is like almost a decade younger than this man is crazy. How old is Patrick Mahomes? Like 28? 29? 28. What? He's 7 years younger than this dude. Is what the wow. That's crazy. Anyways, so yeah, this dude thinks he's a better player than three-time Super Bowl champion and two-time MVP Patrick Mahomes in flag football. In flag football. So not because obviously we're going to invalidate everything that he just said if he were to say he's a better football player than Patrick Mahomes. He had to clarify flag football because we know this wouldn't even be relevant. I wouldn't even be talking about this. This would just be pure stupidity. But I still find some stupidity in this, so let's just kind of keep going with this. I feel like I'm a better I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes because of my IQ of the game. The quarterback of the world champion U.S. flag football team told TMZ, I know he's the best in the NFL, but I know he's more accurate. I know he has all these intangibles, but when it comes to flag football, I feel like I know more than him. And, he says everything, blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. Not going to read all that, maybe whatever else to learn, but just to give my simple take on this. Look, buddy, yeah, I mean, that's all you got to offer, flag football, so whatever, that's your opinion. I ain't gonna punish you for having a damn opinion and believing that since you've never seen Patrick Mahomes play flag football and that I'm guessing, regarded as one of the best flag football quarterbacks in the world, you think you're the shit or you're the shit in flag football. I just think that, there's levels, there's just levels to this, right? The Pro Bowl now is basically flag football. You know what I mean? Now, Mahomes hasn't been able to play in the Pro Bowls because he's too busy playing in the fucking Super Bowl the following week. But if Patrick Mahomes was playing in the Pro Bowl because unfortunately he lost to the damn Bengals in the AFC Championship game. So now he ain't going to fucking Vegas for the Super Bowl. He's going to be going to damn Orlando for the goddamn Pro Bowl. Let's say he's actually going to be playing in the Pro Bowl in a flag football game as what it is now. This man is already throwing behind the back passes. This man is throwing sidearm passes. This man is throwing no look passes. In games, in playoff games, one of the most accurate quarterbacks, one of the best athletes in the world, mobile as a motherfucker. he just has that it factor. It's Patrick Mahomes. And I know that you stick in your lane and you play flag football. And since you're one of the top, let's say you are the best flag football quarterback. Is the best flag football quarterback even comparable to the best NFL quarterback? Can you even compare the two? That's my thing. And I'm asking y'all, whoever's watching, like, is it really comparable for the best flag football quarterback and the best NFL quarterback to even like be on the same page level? Like, bro, you've never been tackled. The physicality is non-existent. Obviously, this is flag football. There is no physicality. This man, has he ever been injured? Probably not. I mean, very unlikely that this man right here has been hurt. Definitely as much or even close to zero. He's close to zero when it comes to injuries in flag football. I mean, my goodness, you might be pulling a hammy or something, sickness, whatever the case may be, but you ain't getting absolutely blasted out there by 335-pound grown big boy beefy men coming at you in full speed. Get tackled by Aaron Donald, get tackled by Chris Jones, get tackled by Myles Garrett, and you will contemplate that football is never, ever your best choice. So that's why you play flag football. Basically, to recap my whole thing, just shut the hell up and just stick to your own thing, buddy. But the thing is that he also makes a point saying that that NFL players shouldn't think that they have an automatic spot in the Olympics. And I have two opinions on that. One is, well, they're literally the best football players in the world, so they're just automatically gonna just, enter in. There's no way in hell we're just, flag football Olympics 2028 in LA. You're not just going to put Mahomes there. You're not going to just put Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow. You're not as backup. You're not going to put fucking Myles Garrett. You're not going to put goddamn McCaffrey. Like, we're going to stack up Team USA as much as we possibly can. But here's the thing that I also don't know. Is this fully a flag football process? Are we going to see any NFL players in the 2028 Olympics? That's another thing that I've seen the memes and this and that. Are we sure that NFL players are going to be in the Olympics for flag football in 2028? Or is this just going to be this man at 39 years old throwing the damn ball for Team USA? You know what I mean? That's the thing that I'm not sure. He may have a point that NFL players don't deserve an automatic spot for the Olympics if there is no NFL players. But then again, why would he make that claim if he already knew that NFL players aren't allowed to be in the Olympics? Then he would have never made the point of like, oh, but don't say you guys don't have a chance. You have to prove yourself. It's like basically, well, yeah, I am assuming that we will see most likely Patrick Mahomes. We will see Tyreek, Justin Jefferson, the best NFL players in the world, and even even in the young guys. Who knows? Caleb Williams. What if he's the best quarterback in 4 years from now? Who knows? In 2028. In 2028, will we see the best NFL players at that time be for Team USA in the Olympics, or is this just a flag football thing? We ain't gonna see Mahomes getting tackled. That's a problem. Mahomes literally can honestly win a game by himself. Fuck a receiver. He might just need McCaffrey. All he needs to do, does he even need to throw the ball? Who is going to stop Christian McCaffrey? Or if he has Tyreek Hill, oh my God, there is nobody in the world that is going to even sniff and even be 10 yards of Tyreek Hill. If you are covering Tyreek Hill, you must be at the 10-yard line, and he better be at the fucking 40, because That all that space, all that time, that 30-yard gap is the amount of space you have to try to tackle him. And even once he gets close to you, he still might fucking cook you. So even then, I think it's gonna be honestly unfair. I think it's probably gonna be like a flag football thing. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Or maybe it's gonna be like a youth thing. Maybe it's gonna be like a maybe like what they do in football in the Olympics, where it's under 23 years old. So it's players 23 and younger. So you're not going to see fucking Messi. You're not going to see Ronaldo. You're not going to see Neymar. You're not going to see Mbappe. But you saw them in the Olympics when they were 23 and younger, right? If they were in the Olympics, I don't. Messi or Ronaldo never won a gold medal, right? I don't think so. Neymar, I know he did win it in Brazil in 2016, and then Mbappe, I don't know if you've ever, but whatever. Point is, you can't be 25 playing in the Olympics if the rules are 23 and under, obviously, right? So I don't know if they're going to apply that in flag football in LA in 2028. I don't know. I'm kind of on both sides here, but if all bets are off and Wirtz is, and the committee is like, oh no, bring all the best NFL players. This is how Team USA is going to win a damn gold medal again. It's like, oh, well, bet we're cooking everybody. We're cooking everybody. But if this is just strictly flag football, and we ain't even involving any NFL players, they should incorporate college players too. I'm not gonna lie. What if they incorporate some of the best college players in 2028? Who knows? Maybe they get a chance to like play with NFL players. That would be fucking dope. Who knows? What if like fucking Travis Hunter, who, well, I mean, he will be in the NFL at that point, but what if he plays against like what if there's like some freshman right now that becomes like a Heisman winner, whether it's quarterback or wide receiver, and he gets drafted in 2028, and then boom, or something. I don't know. They have 4 years to figure out what's the exact goal here. I could look it up and see, is there like a process, or NFL players locked for flag football 2028? No. 20 LA 2028. I haven't heard anything about like any players. Like, I've just heard players like flag football is coming. Like, International Federation of American Football and the NFL. And the NFL. So the NFL is behind this. So why would it? Bro, Jalen Hurts is literally on the. Yeah, It has to be NFL players. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, I'm assuming they're bringing in literally the best NFL players in 2028, because they're not going to keep this just like. It don't matter that they don't play flag football. These motherfuckers are football players. This is light work for them. This is fucking cake. But shit, it will be entertaining. Who knows? Maybe there's like a team out there besides the U.S., a country out there. Who knows? Maybe fucking Canada can give us some hard times. I don't know. Maybe the Canadian quarterback at the time is a fucking dog in the CFL, and he just, he has to play Team USA, and I don't know, he throws it for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. I don't know. Like, it's flag football. Honestly, it can really go either way here. Who knows? I would think it's light work for the NFL players, because it's fucking NFL players playing flag football. Like, what? How would that not just be that? Come on now. This is literally, this is a free trip, a free gold medal. They just have to put in like 50% effort, maybe. They don't got to put all 100. This ain't the Super Bowl, bro. Relax, 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 relax. It ain't that big of a deal. It ain't that big of a deal, buddy. It ain't that big of a deal. All right, but that's that. Let's talk about the NFL, and let's talk about actual football here. The preseason. Actually, let me just go on Google real quick and let me just NFL. But yeah, the season is coming up, y'all. Cannot wait. So as you can see here, the last 2 weeks of the preseason: Eagles, Ravens, Bears, Texans, Lions, Vikings, Titans, Steelers, Jets, Dolphins, Rams, Colts, Jaguars, Cowboys, Broncos, and 49ers. They all win in week 3, and then in week 4 of the preseason, the Colts, the Bears, the Jaguars, the Buccaneers, the Vikings, the Raiders, and the Niners tie. The the Packers, Lions, Panthers, Texans, Chargers, Jets, Seahawks, Titans, Commanders, and Broncos. They all win their matchups in week for the preseason. And obviously now, week one, first game of the season, Thursday Night Football, Ravens versus Chiefs at Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Oh, finally, y'all. It is September 2nd at the moment. I'll be doing another episode on Thursday. I promise you another episode on Thursday. It's my season predictions, week one predictions. Obviously, I'm going to try to do it before the game. So I'm going to try to do it maybe like at 5 or something earlier before the game starts. Put the episode out there. By the time the game is on, the episode should be out. So, yes, I cannot wait. So Thursday, expect an episode. Absolutely. Wednesday, maybe for music. So we'll see about that. But that is that. NFL preseason is done. We don't give a shit. I mean, they already finalized their rosters. Every single team have finalized their 53-man roster, so that's settled in. Hard Knocks is going on right now, but I haven't caught up with the Bears, so I have to catch up with that. Let's talk U.S. Open. Let's talk about some U.S. Open games. Actually, let's just kind of go on Google. I mean, some of them I just prefer like just looking at the results on Google, and some of them I prefer on ESPN. So right now we are in the round of 16. We are right now in the round of 16 in the men's, women's, singles, and doubles. So right now there's a matchup. Right now there's the number one ranked Sinner, who won the first set, obviously right now in set 2 currently. Draper, Medvedev, and Deminar wins their matchup today. And today, Swiatek won her matchup, moving on to the quarterfinals. Mamiya moving on to the semifinals as well, to the quarterfinals, Machova moving on to the quarterfinals. Pagula moving on to the semifinals. Quarterfinals. Why do I keep getting confused? Tomorrow's matchups, the quarterfinals, we got 2 matchups here. We got Fritz versus Zverev, and we got Dimitrov versus TFO. In the women's, we got Navarro versus Badosa, and we got Zhang versus Sabalenka. Men's doubles, and I don't really know much about the doubles here. So here, these were the matchups here for tomorrow. The doubles is going to be, listen, now women's doubles is Chang, Stefani, Perez, Martins, Chen. Okay, tomorrow's will be, Tom said, Stefani, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But guys, let's just be 100% honest with you right now. It's anyone's tournament, especially in the singles for the men's and women's, because Coco Gauff is out, Naomi Osaka is out, Novak Djokovic is out, and Carlos Alcaraz is out. They were all eliminated within the second round or in the third round. And so, yeah, Novak Djokovic, he was on the hunt to winning his 25th Grand Slam title after winning gold in Paris just weeks ago. Obviously exhausted, so I can't blame him there. Obviously, that the whole pressure got to him, and he just clearly didn't have the best game. So he lost. I forgot to who it was, man. I think it was to Draper. I believe it was Draper. Let me just kind of check here. Can I see real quick Djokovic, like who did he lose to? Oh my god, that's not how you fucking spell his name, man. Djokovic, like that, right? It's with the I think that's how you say it. Yes. What happened? Who did he lose to? Who did he fucking lose to? He lost to Popyrin. Popyrin. Yeah, so he lost in the third round. And Popyrin, is he even still in this bitch? Popyrin, no. TFO beat Popyrin. So the man who eliminated Novak Djokovic is also eliminated, and TFO is obviously the man who defeated Novak Djokovic. Now, Carlos Alcaraz, I believe he lost to some Netherlands player, Netherlands dude. What's his name? It was like a long name. Where is he? Fucking damn it! Where was it, man? Papelin. Shit, it was this one. Oh, Van Skolp. As you can see, he won in 3 sets. Like that's crazy. He like Alcaraz couldn't even win a set. Again, he got silver medal at the Olympics. He's also just fatigued. Novak and Carlos Alcaraz, they're still the top two players in the men's department right now, probably. And then Sinner, the Italian dude. Who I've heard also like he's like there's like an accusation now of him like doping and stuff. And I'm not really too sure of the whole story at the moment, but something like that. But he's still cruising right now. He's still alive in the tournament. He's obviously playing right now at the time of the recording. So I mean, I obviously since Novak and Carlos are out for the men's singles, I'm just probably gonna. I think I'm gonna go for TFO. I'm gonna go for TFO or for Zverev. So TFO is gonna be my guy to win it all, hopefully in the men's singles, and for the women's singles. Coco Golf is out, Osaka's out, the other like Keys is out, Swiatek. I guess we could root for her as well. Pagula, I thought Pagula is there or Zheng. I actually like Zheng. She actually had the last game I saw her. It was last night. It was against Videk. Videk. It was that Croatian. It was actually a good match right there, and she won in 3 sets. Obviously, with 2-1. But yeah, and Sabalenka obviously won in 2 sets here against Mertens. Navarro was the one who defeated Coco Golf, and she plays tomorrow against Badosa. So yeah, the U.S. Open. That's just kind of what's going on right now. So give me TFO to win the men's singles, and then for the women, I don't know. Give me Zhang. Give me Zhang. I don't know. She's fucking fire. I'm not gonna lie. Or Swiatek. Honestly, one of those two. So that's just my pick there. But that is that right now. That's where we're at right now in the U.S. Open. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to end things off finally with college football, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I cannot fucking wait. All right. I'll be recording an hour and 1 minute. All right. Let's talk maybe like 20 minutes on this. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna do predictions, but obviously that's not how it's gonna go. So we're just gonna erase that real quick. Thank you very much. All right. And now what we're gonna do. So I had my picks. I did the college pick. Oh my God, Florida State is down to Boston College 28-13. They're gonna lose another fucking game. They're gonna lose 2 games this season. Are you serious, bro? Florida State is gonna lose another game. I mean, my goodness, they better step the fuck up. What is going on with Florida State? God damn. Anyways, I went 8-2 in week 1 for my college pick'em. So I will tell you guys the matchups when we get there, but let's just go matchup by matchup, not the top 25. Let's just go to all total. Let's just start from right from the beginning. Let's start from right from the beginning with Florida State. They lost their first game of the season. This was the first game of the season, week 0 pretty much, with Georgia Tech beating Florida State 24-21. A big game here in Dublin, and Georgia Tech upset. Yeah, man, Florida State just didn't have many answers. They didn't run the football very well, and defensively didn't play bad, but just wasn't enough. And they obviously took a big upset there. Montana State getting the win, SMU getting the win, and Delaware State losing to Hawaii here. Now we move on to Thursday with Mizzou blowing the fuck out of Murray State 51-0. Utah getting a big win over Southern Utah. No surprise here. Cam Rising, 5 touchdowns, 254 yards, looking nice. Kansas, 48-3 domination over Linderwood. What team is that? Never heard of them. NC State gets the dub against Western Carolina, 38-21. Rutgers get a win. Wake Forest get a win. UCF get a win. Buffalo, Bowling Green, Michigan, Arkansas put up a 70 burger. 70-0 is insane. And then Toledo 49-10. And then now let's talk about the first Colorado game. The first Colorado game, man. Colorado taking down North Dakota State and the Bison 31-26. Shedeur Sanders, they put on the watch to make it more accurate. You know what I mean? Let me do the Shedeur Sanders flex real quick. And it's gold, so it matches the colors of their uniform and shit. So Shedeur Sanders puts up 445 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. But bro was cooking. Bro was cooking. He was cooking. He looked pretty good out there. He looked like an elite player. Travis Hunter. Oh my god. 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 The football player. The football version of Shohei Ohtani. My goodness. My goodness, man. Travis Hunter. Dude. Dude. 7 receptions, 132 yards, 3 touchdowns. And let's not forget, he also plays defense. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Travis Hunter's ridiculous. Shedeur Sanders had a great game offensively. Now, and also a shout out to uh, um, to Jay Horn. What's his name? What's his first name again? Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn. He also had 7 receptions, 198 yards, and a touchdown. Also, to complete there for Colorado there. But obviously, there's still some issues with this Colorado team. I mean, defensively in the first half, they were nowhere to be found. In the second half, they only allowed 6 points. So, bit of improvement there. But yeah, the O line still looks a little sloppy. The defense is still kind of an issue. Look, as the offense, they can put up as many points as they want, but they almost lost to North Dakota State. I'm not going to say the most impressive win, but obviously we had Shedeur Sanders playing a great game. He wasn't getting completely stuck out there and getting sacked and just making loose decisions. And Travis Hunter looked elite as Showtime, as both of them they are. They're top 5 picks right now, probably entering next year's draft, and they can keep up with having a decent year. Now, again, Colorado is going to have all the media talking about them, all the hype, obviously prime, Deion Sanders, it's going to stay there. But as long as we're aware that this is going to be at least a team that could hopefully contend for a bowl game and at least can take progress and, working forward, then that's all that matters. Because I know people putting them in the college football playoffs with the 12-team expansion, like Colorado, we're not there yet. They're not there yet. I don't care how good Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunt, they're fucking amazing. I'll literally watch them play because they play for fucking Colorado. I don't give a shit about Colorado if it wasn't for them. They're making Colorado a fun team to watch, and they're not getting enough wins at the moment. What, we got 1 so far. Last year, same thing. We got 3 wins, and then it just completely plummeted. So we'll see how long this lasts for Colorado. But I'm hoping the best for them. I'm hoping they can progress from last year. Maybe they can itch for 5, 6 wins. They had 4 wins last year, but they did not end the season very well. They were dog shit to end the year. So I'm hoping that we can fix things. Next game, I believe, is against Nebraska. At Nebraska, and it's gonna be against. What's the dude's name again? Raiola, right? This is the dude that looks like Patrick Mahomes, right? Yes, number 15, quarterback Dylan Raiola. He won actually against UTEP 40-7. He threw for 238 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, so Patrick Mahomes versus Shedeur Sanders next week, y'all. This is gonna be nice. So this is going to be very nice to see. So definitely tap it into a Nebraska-Colorado game. NBC/Peacock. Thank God NBC covers the fucking thing because I am not watching that shit on Peacock. Who was going to do that? Anyways, Colorado gets a dub. So super excited for that, but they just got to keep on going, man. They just got to keep on going. We'll see what happens there. But big win for them. Coastal Carolina, UAB, Tulane, Tulsa, Minnesota, UL Roan, Illinois and San Jose State, they get the win. And then Friday, didn't watch college ball. This one, Oklahoma destroyed, beat the brakes out of Temple, 51-3. Arnold had, damn, he had 141 yards, but had 4 touchdowns. That's fucking crazy. Kanye Oda. Who the fuck is Kanye Oda? Jaden Green, Kanye Oda. Is he a running back? He's a running back. Oh my god. Pookie Arterberry? What is this? Pookie Arterberry is my favorite name ever. Pookie Arterberry is crazy. Now, there's no fucking way in hell that's his real name, but that's crazy even as a fucking nickname or stage name. Kanye, that could literally be his name. Who knows? That could actually be his name. Kanye Oda. He's now my favorite running back coming out of Army. As they annihilate Lehigh Mountain Hawks 42-7. Interesting. Kanye Oda, my favorite guy now. Michigan State gets the win, Duke gets the win, Wisconsin gets the win, and TCU gets the win over Stanford. Interesting. All right. Let's talk about the big boy games. Aren't we? We have to. Let's start off with wait, why is it in top 25? Oh my god, man. Just I want to see all the games. Okay, so yeah. But anyways, going back to Miami and Florida. Oh my goodness. Let me get my Miami hat real quick. Ugh. Oh yeah. I'm pumped for this one. Oh yeah. What did I say? I didn't say anything because I wasn't able to make my predictions for this game, but of course I had the U winning. Are you dumb? Cam Ward, 26 for 35, 385 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception, but bro cooked. Oh my god, he looked great, man. He looked phenomenal in his first game as a Hurricane. He was a transfer from Washington State, so Pac-12 to the ACC, and Miami, they get a dominating win against Florida, 41-17. And things are just looking good right now. Things are looking promising for Miami. This is obviously just the first game, but our offense looked good. Our defense looked great. Restrepo, if that's how you pronounce his name, had 7 receptions, 112 yards, and a tutty. Cam Ward looked comfortable. He looked very comfortable around the pocket. He's a very mobile guy as well, can kind of rush in out of situations. Not the most balanced dual threat quarterback, but can make the sidearm passes. This man, I didn't even know he could do all that. I thought, you know what I mean? But he was throwing some dimes out there on Saturday night against Florida. And look, for Florida fans, I am so sorry that this season even exists because this was already basically a gimme game maybe to some Florida fans. A lot of people thought Florida had that defense that could, maybe give Miami some trouble, but clearly didn't do enough. 41 points didn't live up to what people expected. And also Florida, they may just have the hardest schedule in maybe ever. Let me tell you what their schedule looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Samford, okay, that's a gimme. They should get that one. Texas A&M, gonna be a tough one. Mississippi State, SEC, so it's gonna be tough. UCF, maybe they can get that one too. Tennessee is gonna be tough. Kentucky, they could get that one maybe. And then we're in the month of November, and they have to start off, and they got to go up against Georgia. Good fucking luck. And then they have to go up against Texas just the following week. Good fucking luck. And then they have to go up against LSU. Good fucking luck. And then they have to go up against Ole Miss. Good fucking luck. And then they have to end their season with fucking Florida State. I know they're down by 15 right now. They're about to lose their second game of the season, and they haven't even. They're I know Florida State. I know they look disappointing right now, but still a quality, competent team. Oh my god, man! Florida, what did y'all do to the commission? Who did this to them, man? Holy shit, I feel so bad for Florida Gator fans. It makes me happy that at least I root for the Hurricanes. And I know they might still disappoint me throughout the season, but our schedule is not that hard. Definitely nowhere near Florida's schedule, as we have Florida A&M, Ball State, South Florida. We should not lose a game maybe until like fucking Florida State or like Duke maybe. But honestly, we have a good, and maybe Georgia Tech, maybe they might give us some problems. Like any of these 3 or 4 games here, maybe that we'll take 1 or 2. I'm thinking we should win, like definitely. There's no exception. We should not be winning at least 9 games. Like, come on now. We I'm seeing 10 wins on the board. 2 losses, 10-2. I could see it. And we already got a tough team, a tough enough team to compete with in Florida, and we dominated. I'm just saying. I think Miami's definitely working their way to be a college football playoff team. By the way, I did a tier list yesterday. It's out on my YouTube channel. Same where I put the episodes for the podcast. It's there now, ranking not all of the college football teams, but ranking the teams that I think are going to make the postseason, the playoffs for the 12-team expansion. I obviously was biased enough to put Miami, but honestly, they look good so far. I know it's 1 game. I'm overreacting. But am I? Look at the schedule. Look at the schedule. It doesn't look that bad to me. The ACC, I know conference, the strength of schedule is going to play a factor too. I know that the committee is going to, I know it's not like a gimme. Even if they go undefeated, it also isn't like a guarantee either. I'm guessing, maybe there's 14 undefeated teams by the end of the year. That doesn't mean that all of them are going to make it. There's going to be 2 missing. So we don't know. We don't know yet, but right now, let me enjoy this week. Enjoy the W. Cam Ward gets all the praise, and next week against against FAMU should be a great game. Hopefully, they just played yesterday here in Miami, and I believe they won. I'm not sure, but yeah, it should just get the job done. We'll see. Next, we got Georgia absolutely cooking Clemson 34-3. It was actually close in the first half, as it was literally a 6-0 game after the first half. And, well, that changed very differently. That changed very, very quickly, as you could see. As you could see with fucking Florida, excuse me, not Florida, with Clemson getting cooked. Getting cooked. Defense is phenomenal. Georgia's the best team in the nation. No doubt about it. We know Georgia's amazing. So no one is surprised by this result. And Carson Beck, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, looking pretty good. Ohio State beats the living dog breaks out of Ohio State. Excuse me. Ohio State beats the dog breaks out of Akron, 52-6, with Will Howard throwing 228 yards and 3 touchdowns. So looking pretty good there in the run game, with Henderson with 65 yards and with Smith getting 6 receptions and 92 yards with 2 tutties as well. So big win for for Ohio State. Big win. It's literally a gimme game, but whatever. Oregon winning against Idaho, but not a blowout. 24-14. Dylan Gabriel, 380 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think he leads the league so far in yards, but actually no, literally I'm lying. Shador literally had 445 yards. Excuse me, my bad. In passing yards, but up there already. But Oregon didn't dominate. They did not dominate. In the first half, they had a good start, 14-0, and then Idaho was getting on the board, in the third and in the fourth quarter. And then eventually things kind of got a little crazy. And then eventually Oregon closed it out, put the game away to bed. But not a dominating performance for Oregon. So a little concerning there, but they should still be definitely a playoff team. But, definitely a little bit concerning there. Then we got Texas defeating Colorado State 52-0. Ewers, I believe that's how you say it. 260 yards, 3 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, Marshall had 25 carries and 106 yards for Colorado State there, running the game, running the ball, but not enough. Obviously, couldn't get literally nothing on the board. Another team that couldn't score a single point, Western Kentucky losing to Alabama 63 to nothing. Jalen Milroe with 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and with Hayes with 4 carries, 102 yards, and a tutty as well for Alabama there. Absolute domination. No Nick Saban, no problem. But again, it's the first game. It's gimme games, so no surprise here. Ole Miss 76 nothing to Foreman, with Dart throwing 418 yards and 5 tutties, with as well as Jones with 68 yards, 3 carries, and 2 touchdowns, and wide receiver T. Harris with 8 receptions, 179 yards, and 2 tutties as well. So big win for Ole Miss. I should stop saying that because it's literally the first game of the season. But anyways, Notre Dame. This was a big win though against Texas A&M, 23-13 at College Station. A big win for Riley Leonard, who was, I believe, the quarterback for Duke last year. Now he transferred to Notre Dame, and now Jay Love, the running back, 14 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown. So Notre Dame making a statement here already, beating already an SEC team. So it's going to be big for Notre Dame this year, most likely, again, contending for the college football playoffs as well. Another team contending, obviously, we got Michigan beating Fresno State 30-10. No surprise here. Keen had 235 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions, but the run game was looking nice. And the defense also helped out in that fourth quarter with a pick six to pretty much seal the deal in the game. And also, I forgot to mention Penn State beating West Virginia 34-12. Alara with 216 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then 13 carries, 114 yards, and a tutty for Singleton, the running back, and Wallace, the third, the receiver, getting 5 receptions, 117 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Tennessee domination against Chattanooga, 69-3. Very nice. 314 yards, 3 touchdowns, blah, 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 blah. Oklahoma State defeats South Dakota State. Interesting. Kansas State dominates UT Martin. Arizona defeats New Mexico 61-39. 422 yards for Fifita. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. 40-0 for Iowa. 34-27. In an upset here, Vanderbilt gets the win over Virginia Tech. I thought Virginia Tech was going to win this game. You fucking sold me. Maryland defeats UConn 50-7. Louisville 62-0. Easy win over Austin Peggy. Purdue over Indiana State 49-0. Penn State over Kent State, or Pittsburgh over Kent State, 55-24. Navy over Bucknell 49-21. Cincinnati over Touchdown 38-20. Washington State over Portland State 70-30. God damn. 352 yards, 5 touchdowns. Interesting. FIU loses to Indiana. Shocker. 31-7. Nebraska, Patrick Mahomes gets a win here against UTEP. Eastern Michigan gets the win. App State, Iowa State, Syracuse, UTSA, Air Force, Northwestern, Northern Illinois gets the win here. Boise State gets the win over Georgia Southern. I saw this is insane. Genty, the running back from Boise State, had 20 carries, 267 yards, and 6 touchdowns. This man was doing his best Christmas Day Alvin Kamara impression. Holy fuck. 6 touchdowns, 7, I think, by the run game on its own, but holy shit. Wait, let me move this real quick. What the fuck? Yep, there we go. Just checking the score there. Oh my goodness. But yeah, 6 touchdowns for Genty. Insane. And then we got South Carolina defeating Old Dominion 23-19. Marshall, California, North Texas, Mississippi State, Liberty, Virginia, East Carolina, Oregon State, Arkansas State, South Florida Baylor, UNLV, Minnesota Vikings, Sam Houston, I don't know, Nevada, Memphis, Auburn, 73-3. God damn, all take the win there. UCLA gets the win over Hawaii. Texas Tech, damn, 51-52. What a battle this was. I didn't get to see this game, but still. Southern Miss lose to Kentucky 31-0. BYU, Georgia Tech gets the win. SMU, Louisiana Tech also gets the win. San Diego State, Utah State, James Madison, Texas State, New Mexico State, Arizona State gets the win. Washington closes out finally for the Saturday games, 35-3 win against Weber State. And then yesterday, the only college football game yesterday, I didn't get to see the whole game, but I saw a little bit of the fourth quarter and a little bit of the first quarter. But USC, they get the win over LSU, the 23 ranked team over the 13th ranked team, LSU. Miller Moss looked really good for USC as he's the new quarterback after Caleb Williams leaving to the NFL, obviously. And now, bada bing, bada boom, 27 for 36, 378 yards and a touchdown. Also, Nussmeier, the quarterback for LSU, decent game too, 304 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. But the run game looked pretty good here for USC. The offense looked pretty good, and the defense didn't look too terrible. The defense last year was atrocious, but didn't look too bad. Allowing 20 points, LSU is not bad at all. So there's definitely some progress here for LSU. But definitely a disappointing result because USC ended up getting a late they putting up 14 points in the fourth and then eventually getting the win here. I mean, LSU, they blew the lead here, man. So it sucks for them. Couldn't get the result that they wanted here, but USC, as you could see here, they got the win over LSU. And let me basically that's it, right? That's it. Anyways, let's just talk about this because this game is pretty much done. Boston College defeats Florida State 28-13, ladies and gentlemen. Florida State is now 0-2 on the season. Oh my goodness. DJ Ukulele, 272, a touchdown and an interception. Obviously, did not watch the game. Don't know what the fuck happened, but what the fuck happened, Florida State? Florida State, what the fuck happened? How did you lose this game, man? You let Boston College come in here and cook y'all. So this is your second divisional loss in your second game of the season. Yeah, man, not looking great. FSU fans, y'all cannot win anything, man. It has really went downhill. After you won the ACC championship, everything has went downhill. It really has been. Everything just went downhill. Oh my goodness, man. 0-2 to start the year. 0-2 to start the year. Are there any games Thursday? No, there's no games Thursday. So there are going to be 3 games on Friday. So I'll definitely watch maybe one, maybe this one or this one. Hella games Saturday, obviously. And then Sunday, no games, obviously, because there's going to be football. Yeah, so just this week, it's just going to be 3 games on Friday and then 5 million games on Saturday. So obviously Sunday and Monday, just NFL. There's not one game in action. So no football until Thursday. No college football until Friday. And yeah, there it is. The final score is there, obviously. Boston College defeats Florida State, man. 0-2. 0-2. And here I am getting the notifications right now. Wow. Florida State is just the third FBS team in the last 45 years to lose its first 2 games of the season as a double-digit favorite, as I just got the Sports Center notification. Oh my goodness, dude. They lost at home. They lost in Dublin. Like, they can't catch a break. And let me see the rest of their schedule. Like, is that really going to help? Memphis, California, SMU, maybe they can get a win. Clemson will probably could whoop their ass, most likely. Duke can give them some problems. Miami, if they're ready, they could fucking whoop your ass. Notre Dame, oh my God, that's going to be a tough game for them. But yeah, North Carolina could be a tough one. Charleston South, that's a gimme. Florida, their schedule is, they got some tough fucking wins. And you would have thought by now they could have at least been 1-1. Even if they were 1-1 right now, they were looking in a very good position. But they're 0-2. They're 0-2. It is literally the second game of the season. They're 0-2 already. Their playoff chances are just dying. And the season just started. It is just September, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Fuck. Can't catch a break. So, anyways, back to college pick'em. So I went 8-2 in week one. So obviously I had Virginia Tech over Vanderbilt. I was wrong. Vanderbilt ended up taking the upset. I had Georgia defeating Clemson. I was right on that. I had Oklahoma State beating South Dakota State. I was correct on that. I had Miami, obviously beating Florida. Wait, I could show y'all here, right? Can I? Can I show y'all here? College Pick'em. I'm signed in and everything, right? Yes, I can show y'all right here. There we go. So y'all don't have to see it on my phone. I got the proof. So yeah, as you can see here, Georgia, I got it right. Oklahoma State, I got it right. Miami got it right. Northwestern over Miami got it right. Boise State over Georgia's Eagles. Penn State over West Virginia. This one I got wrong. I had North Texas losing to South Alabama. So fuck you, South Alabama. I'm not picking your ass again. I had Notre Dame taking down Texas A&M. Pretty good game this one, but obviously I had Notre Dame taking it and they got it. And then 48-7 win for Arizona State, as I obviously got that one right as well. And I predicted there were going to be 42 points for Clemson and Georgia, and they ended up being with 37 points. So that is that. That is my week one college picks. I know, obviously, I wanted to show it before the game started, but just to recap there. So, of course, I'm ranked 11,641, 96.2 winning percentage, 80 points. Can I already make my picks for week two? I won't do them just yet. But yeah, oh my goodness. This game next week is going to be fucking insane. Texas versus Michigan. This is literally like a playoff game already. This is going to be playoff atmosphere right here. Playoff football, basically. Texas and Michigan. Oh my goodness. Cannot fucking wait. Cannot wait for that game. Tennessee, NC State should be interesting too. Colorado, Nebraska, definitely watching that one. Texas Tech, Washington State, Mississippi State, Arizona Tech. Definitely watching the Miami game next week. And that is that, y'all. With sports related stuff. So everything else is music stuff. So I will be done with this. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. It is 11 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna release this episode as soon as possible, which is probably going to process a little long. So it's probably going to come out midnight or whatever. So it's going to come out the next day. But I got content coming out very, very soon. YouTube videos, tier lists, obviously a bunch of podcast episodes. So again, Monday night, it's September. I'm going to be doing this every single Monday and Thursday. You will see a podcast episode every single Monday and Thursday from at least the month of September to the month of February. So throughout college football, throughout the NFL season, I will be making an episode at least twice a week, no matter what. If I am sick, I don't give a shit. I'm doing an episode. So every Monday night and Thursday night, or Thursday evening, maybe Monday evening, Monday night, I will give you guys an episode. Wednesday, maybe there's like an episode during the weekend I could do that's music related, because obviously the Monday and Thursday episodes, they're going to be mostly football compacted. So music is not really going to be, it's just going to be like a little thing. So maybe I can dedicate to like a weekend episode of like music and stuff. So I'll get to that, because I do have to talk about like Sabrina's album. I still haven't reviewed it on the podcast yet. And also watch out for my TikTok. I think I'm going to find something where y'all can like see like my tags and stuff. I think I should start doing that for the podcast. Like I should start putting like my ads and stuff for like IG, TikTok, YouTube channel, all this and that. So y'all can like plug in when you see the episodes. I'm going to find a way how to do that. I don't know if I could like plug in shit here or maybe in the description. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But anyways, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll see you guys Thursday, Wednesday. I'll say Wednesday, but I got to make that promise. But anyways, see you guys in a bit. Take care and peace out, my friends.